Welcome to the Math School by Ifra. In this video, we are going to discuss algebra review. Okay, the problems we'll work on is simplifying exponents and radicals, finding the inverse of a function, understanding and transforming graphs of common functions, finding the domain and range of a function using a graph, combining and simplifying polynomial expressions. What to watch out for? Don't let common mistakes trip you up. Some of the following suggestions may be helpful. Be careful when using properties of exponents. For example, when multiplying like bases, you add the exponents, and when dividing like bases, you subtract the exponents. Factor thoroughly in order to simplify the expressions. Check your solutions for equations and inequalities. If you're unsure of your answer, some solutions may be extraneous. It's easy to forget some algebra techniques. So don't worry if you don't remember everything. Review, review and review. Okay, simplifying the fractions. 1 by 2 plus 3 by 4 minus 5 by 6. We take 12 as the common denominator. So 6 plus 9 minus 10 is 15 minus 10 is 5 over 12. Another question. 11 by 3 plus 3 by 5 plus 17 over 20. We take the LCM of 3, 5 and 20, which turns out to be 60. So 60 divided by 3 is 20, 20 into 11 is 220, 60 divided by 5 is 12, 12 into 3 is 36, 60 divided by 20 is 3, 3 into 17 is 51. So 220 plus 36 plus 51 is 307 over 60. Let's have a look at another question. 2 by 3 into 21 into 11 over 14. So 3 1 are 3, 3 7 are 21, 7 2s are 14. So when we simplify all of this, it turns out to be 7 into 11 over 7. And that turns out to be 11. Let's have a look at another question. Simplifying the fraction. X cubed y 4 z 5 over y square z minus 8. So x power 3, y power 4 minus 2 and z power 5 plus 8. When the minus 8 will go in the numerator, it will be turned into plus. So plus 8. So y cube, y 4 minus 2 is y square and z 8 plus 5 is 13. This is our answer. Okay, now let's simplify the radicals. Under root 50. This is a radical that we have to simplify. We can write it as under root 25 into 2. That is 25 square root 25 into square root 2. So square root 25 is 5 under root 2. This is our answer. 5 under root 2 is a simplified version of under root 50. Okay, let's have a look at this question. Under root 20x4 y 6 z11 into under root 5x y square z7. So 20x4 y 6 z11, we combining these two radicals. 5x y square z7. So 20x 4 plus 1, 4x5 into y 6 plus 2, y 8 and z 11 plus 7 is 18. So that turns out to be 20 into 5 is 100, 100x5, y8 and z18. So under root 100 is 10. Under root 100 turns out to be 10 x power 2 under root x, y power 4 and z power 9. Okay, writing exponents using radical notations. Convert 4 power 1 by 3, x power 3 by 8, y power 1 by 4 and z power 5 by 12 to radical notation. The final answer can have more than one radical sign. Recall that x power m over n is written as x power m and square root of n. The expression becomes 4 cube root 4, 8 root of x cube, 4th root of y and the 12th root of z5. This is our answer. This is how we have written it into a radical notation. This expression was written into a radical notation and this is our answer. Okay, the horizontal line test. Use the horizontal line test to determine which of the following functions is a one-to-one function and therefore has an inverse. A, y is equal to x squared plus 4x plus 6. B, y is equal to 2x minus 1. C, y is equal to 1 over x square. and dy is equal to 3x plus 8. Let's see the horizontal line test. Now recall that the function is 1 to 1 if it satisfies the requirement. If x is not equal to x1 is not equal to x1, then fx1 is not equal to fx2. That is, no two x coordinates have the same y value. If you consider the graph of such functions, no horizontal line will cross the graph in more than one place. Of the given functions, only the linear function y is equal to 3x plus 8 passes the horizontal line test. This function is therefore 1 to 1 and has an inverse. The function y is equal to 3x plus 8 passes the horizontal line test and it also has an inverse. It's a 1 to 1 function and has an inverse. Okay, finding the inverse of a function algebraically. Now fx is equal to 4 minus 5 of x. Now we have to find the expression, the inverse of this expression. First replace fx with y. Fx is equal to 4 minus 5x. Y is equal to 4 minus 5x. Then replace y with x and each x with y. After making the replacement, solve for y to find the inverse. X is equal to 4 minus 5 of y. 5 of y is equal to 4 minus x. Y is equal to 4 minus x over 5. Therefore, the inverse of f of x is 4 minus, the inverse of f of x, 4 minus 5 of x is f inverse x, 4 minus x over 5. This is the inverse of the expression. Now let's have a look at another question. F of x is equal to 3x to the power 5 plus 7. First replace fx with y. Fx is equal to 3x5 plus 7. Y is equal to 3x5 plus 7. Then replace y with x and each of x with y. After making the replacement, solve for y to find the inverse. X is equal to 3y power 5 plus 7. X minus 7 is equal to 3y 5. 3y power 5. X minus 7 over 3 is equal to y power 5. And y is equal to 5th root of x minus 7 over 3. Therefore, the inverse of f of x, 3x5 plus 7 is f inverse x, x minus 7 over 3 to the 5th root. This is the inverse of this expression. Let's move on. The domain and range of function and its inverse. The set of points 0, 1, 3, 4, 5, minus 6 is on the graph of f of x, which is a 1-to-1 function. Which points belong to the graph of f inverse x? If the point AB is on the graph of 1-to-1 function, the point B is on the graph of the inverse function. Therefore, just switch the x and the y coordinates to get that set of points. So 1, 0, 4, 3, minus x, 5 belong to the graph of f inverse x. Okay, linear equations. 3x plus 7 is equal to 13. So 3x is equal to 13 minus 7, that is 6. X is 6 by 3, that is 2. Okay, minus 4 into x plus 1 minus 2x is equal to 7x plus 3 into x minus 8. Minus 4x minus 4 minus 2x is equal to 7x plus 3x minus 24. Minus 6x minus 4 is equal to 10x minus 24. Minus 4 plus 24 is 10x plus 6x. 20 is equal to 16x. So x is equal to 20 over 16. That turns out to be 5 by 4. Okay, let's have a look at some of the quadratic equations. Solve x square minus 4x minus 21. This the quadratic factors without too much trouble using trial and error. We have x square minus 4x minus 21 is equal to 0. We need a function, we need an expression such that the product is minus 21 and the sum is minus 4. So x minus 7 and x plus 3 is equal to 0. Minus 7 into plus 3. We have minus 21 and minus 7 plus 3 is minus 4. Setting each factor equal to 0 gives us x minus 7 is 0 and so x is equal to 7 is a solution and x plus 3 is equal to 0. So x is equal to minus 3 is a solution. So x is equal to 7 and x is equal to minus 3 is the solution of this quadratic equation. Okay, 6x squared plus 5x minus 4. Factoring by trial and error gives us 2x minus 1 and 3x plus 4 is equal to 0. Setting each factor equal to 0 gives us 2x minus 1 is 0. So x is 1 by 2 is one solution and 3x plus 4 is equal to 0. So x is equal to minus 4 by 3 is another solution. Okay, solving polynomial equations by factoring. 3x 4 plus 2x cubed minus 5x squared. Begin by factoring out the greatest common factor, which is x square. Then factor the remaining quadratic expression. 3x4 plus 2x cubed minus 5x square. We have x square. 3x square plus 2x minus 5 is equal to 0. X square into 3x plus 5x minus 1 is 0. Next, set each factor equal to 0 and solve for x. X square is equal to 0, has a solution x is equal to 0. 3x plus 5 is 0, has a solution of x is equal to minus 5 by 3. And x minus 1 is equal to 0, has a solution x is equal to 1. Okay, solving polynomial equations by factoring. x4 minus 81 is equal to 0. Factor the polynomial repeatedly to get the following. x4 minus 81 is 0. X square minus 9, x square plus 9, a square minus b square, a plus b and a minus b. So x minus 3, a square minus x square minus 9 is x minus 3 and x plus 3 into x square plus 9. Now set each factor equal to 0 and solve for x. Setting the first factor equal to 0 gives us x is equal to 3. Setting the second factor equal to 0 gives us x is equal to minus 3. The last factor gives us x square plus 9 is equal to 0. X square is equal to minus 9, which has no real solutions. Okay, now let's solve the absolute value equations. 5x minus 7 absolute value is equal to 2. To solve an absolute value equation of the form a is equal to b, where b is greater than 0, you must solve the two equations a is equal to b and a is equal to minus b. So for the equation 5x minus 7 is equal to 2, we have to solve for 5x minus 7 is equal to 2. 5x minus 7 is equal to 2, 5x is 9, x is 9 by 5, and we also have to solve for 5x minus 7 is equal to minus 2. So 5x minus 7 is equal to minus 2, 5x is equal to 5 and x is equal to 1. Therefore, the solutions are x is equal to 9 by 5 and x is equal to 1. Okay, let's have a look at another absolute value equation. To solve 15x minus 5 mod is equal to 35 minus 5x. To solve an absolute value equation of the form mod of a is equal to mod of b, you must solve the two equations a is equal to b and a is equal to minus b. So for the equation 15x minus 5 mod is equal to 35 minus 5x, you have to solve for 15x minus 5 is equal to 35 minus 5x, and 15x minus 5 is equal to minus 35 minus 5x. For the first equation, we have 15x minus 5 is equal to 35 minus 5x, 20x is equal to 40, x is equal to 2. And for the second equation, we have 15x minus 5 is equal to minus 35 minus 5x. 15x minus 5 is equal to minus 35 plus 5x. 10x is equal to minus 30 and x is equal to minus 3. Therefore, the solutions are x is equal to minus 3 and x is equal to 2. Okay, solving rational equations. X plus 1 over x minus 4 is equal to 0. To solve a rational equation of the form px over qx is equal to 0, you need to solve the equation px is equal to 0. Therefore, to solve x plus 1 over x minus 4 is equal to 0, you simply set the numerator equal to 0 and solve for x. X plus 1 is equal to 0 and x is equal to minus 1. Okay, solving rational equations. X plus 5 over x plus 2 is equal to x minus 4 over x minus 10. To solve an equation of the form a over b is equal to c over d, cross multiply to produce the equation ad is equal to bc. X plus 5 over x plus 2 is equal to x minus 4 over x minus 10. We do the cross multiplication. So x plus 5 into x minus 10 is equal to x minus 4 into x plus 2. X square minus 5x minus 50 is equal to x square minus 2x minus 8. After cross multiplying, you are left with a quadratic equation which then reduces to a linear equation. Minus 42 is equal to 3x, minus 14 is equal to x. X is equal to minus 14. You can verify that minus 14 is a solution of this rational equation by substituting x is equal to minus 14 into the equation, and checking that you get the same value on both sides of the equation means that minus 14 is the right solution. Polynomial and rational inequalities. X square minus 4x minus 32 is less than 0. To solve the inequality x square minus 4x minus 32 is less than 0, begin by solving the corresponding equation. Then pick a point from each interval to test the original inequality. Factoring this inequality gives us x plus 4, x minus 8 is equal to 0. Setting the first factor equal to 0 gives us x is equal to minus 4. And setting the second factor equal to 0 gives us x is equal to 8. Therefore, you need to pick a point from each of the intervals minus infinity to minus 4 to minus 4 to 8 and 8 to infinity to test the original inequality. Substitute each number into the expression and to see whether the answer is less than or greater than 0. Using x is equal to minus 10 to check the interval minus infinity to minus 4 gives us 108, which is not less than 0 and so doesn't satisfy the inequality. Using x is equal to 0 to check the interval minus 4 to 8 gives us minus 32, which is less than 0 and does satisfy the inequality. Using x is equal to 10 to check the interval 8 to infinity gives us 28, which is not less than 0 and does not satisfy the inequality. Therefore, the solution set is the interval minus 4 and 8 is the solution set of the interval. Graphing common functions. What is the slope of the line that goes to the point 1, 2 and 5, 9? The slope of a line that goes to the point x1, y1 and x2, y2 is given by m y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Therefore, the slope of the line that passes through 1, 2 and 5, 9 is given by 9 minus 2 over 5 minus 1, that is 7 by 4 is the slope of the line. What is the equation of the line that goes to the points minus 2, 3 and 4, 8? The equation of the line that goes to the point x1, y1 and has the slope of m is given by the point slope formula. Y minus y1 is equal to m x minus x1. The slope of the line that goes to minus 2, 3 and 4, 8 is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 is equal to 8 minus 3 over 4 minus minus 2. That is 5 over 6. Now use the slope and the point 48 in the point slope formula. Y minus y1 is equal to mx minus x1. Y minus 8 is equal to 5 by 6 x minus 4. Y minus 8 is equal to 5 by 6 x minus 20 by 6. Y is equal to 5 by 6 x minus 10 by 3 plus 8 by 1. Y is equal to 5 by 6 x minus 10 by 3 plus 24 over 3. Y is equal to 5 by 6 x plus 14 over 3. Now find the domain and range of the function with a graph which is given over here. Y is equal to 5x. The domain is minus 2 to infinity and the range is 1 to infinity. The function is continuous on its domain. The lowest x coordinate occurs at the point minus 2 and 3. And then the graph extends indefinitely to the right. Therefore, the domain is minus 2 to infinity. The lowest y coordinate occurs at the point minus 1, 1. And then the graph extends indefinitely upwards. Therefore, the range is 1 to infinity. Note that the brackets in the interval notation indicate the value minus 2 is included in the domain and that 1 is included in the range. Adding the polynomials. 5x plus 6 plus minus 2x plus 6. Remove the parentheses and combine the like terms. 5x plus 6 plus minus 2x plus 6. 5x plus 6 minus 2x plus 6. So 3x plus 12 is our answer. X square minus 6x plus 3 plus 5x cube plus 3x square minus 3. Remove the parentheses and combine the like terms. X4 minus 6x square plus 3 plus 5x cube plus 3x square minus 3. So x4 plus 5x cube minus 3x square. 3 and 3 are cancelled out. Subtracting the polynomials. 5x minus 3 minus 2x plus 4. 5x minus 3 minus 2x minus 4. 3x minus 7. Begin by removing the parentheses and be careful to distribute the minus 1 to the second term. Okay, 5x square x minus 3. Distribute to get 5x square x minus 3, 5x cube minus 15x square. This is x minus y plus 6 into xy. Multiply each term in the first vector by xy. It's x minus y plus 6 into xy, x square y minus xy square plus 6xy is the answer. Long division of the polynomials. X square plus 4x plus 6 over x minus 2. Using polynomial long division gives us x minus 2 into x is x square minus 2x. Subtracted gives us 6x plus 6. So x minus 2 plus 6 gives us 6x minus 12. Subtracted gives us 18. Remember to put the remainder over the divisor when writing the answer. So the answer is x plus 6 plus 18 over x minus 2 is our answer.